Hey guys, how are you? My name is Rotaru Adrian. I'm an astrologer numerologist from Romania. I rarely do this kind of podcast in English, but if I'll have a good feedback, maybe I'll do more. Right now, I want to talk about the 0 point, the spring equinox at approximately 1446 UTC. The sun crosses the celestial equator and enters 0 degree Aries on the 20 March 2026. The astrological new year is beginning, so this is the true north of the zodiac. It marks the end of the reflective watery Pisces season and the explosion of Aries cardinal fire. We have Aries ingress because this happens in the sign of the Ram. The energy shifts from dreaming to doing right now. In a rare celestial coincidence, the great unblocking Mercury sessions direct in the same day, March 20, and clarity returns. Since late February, communication and tech may have felt like wading through sludge. On the 20th, the mental fog lifts, and we're gonna have a pivot right now. This is the most significant part of the spring, having the sun enter a new year and Mercury move forward simultaneously creates a green light effect that is rare and very potent. On the March 20, every single major planet is in direct motion between March 20 and May 6. There are no retrogrades, so it's a green light. In astrology, this is considered a super highway period. There is no cosmic friction holding back new projects. Maybe you like to do some art, some painting, music, or life transition right now, and you can go with the gut and establish everything you like. Sure, while the sun is in fairy Aries, Mars, the ruler of Aries, is currently in Pisces. This creates a spiritual warrior dynamic. Mars in Pisces doesn't fight with brute force, it fights with intuition and flow. We all seen what happened on global movements and mundane events. So as of this equinox, every single major planet is moving forward. There is no a cosmic flag right now. Jupiter is luck, is direct in Cancer. Mercury is bind, is direct in Pisces. Saturn is structure that is direct in Aries. And of course, it's a period with actionable advice. This is the most productive window for this year. If you have been holding back on the new series of projects, the stars are essentially firing starting pistol with positive energy if you are feeling that way or in that direction. What we need to know about this period, that Mars entered in Pisces on the March the 2nd, and will remain there until April 9, 2026, when it will move to Aries. Why this specific window matters right now? The March 20 connection. On the day of the equinox, March 20, Mars is right in the middle of his journey through Pisces. While the sun is shouting, go in Aries, Mars is still swimming in the deep intuitive waters of Pisces. It's a slow power right now because Mars is staying in Pisces until April 9. You have 3 weeks after the equinox where your action should remain a bit subtle. It's a period of stealth and strategy rather than brute force. The transition. Once Mars hits Aries on April 9, the energy will shift from feeling and sensing to striking and more winning. So on March 20, 2026, Mars in Pisces, and its energy is the opposite of the crashing through doors style of Aries, because Mars is the planet of action and Pisces is the sign of the infinite ocean. This transit changes the power works right now. The good thing is that Jupiter in Cancer do a trine with this Mars, and is action via intuition, the invisible strike. Right now in Pisces, Mars loses his direction sometimes. Linear A to B logic is dropping right now, so you don't get things done by forcing them. You get them done by feeling the current, the vibe. It is the art of fighting without fighting. Success come through self timing and following hunch rather than a rigid schedule. So it's a physical energy. Your physical energy might fluctuate right now. You may feel a burst of superhuman strength 1 hour and the need for a deep nap the next. This is normal because Mars in Pisces runs on emotional fuel. You need to water yourself very much and drink lots of minerals, not caffeine this period. The spiritual warrior, it's going up because Mars is the planet of the soldier, but in Pisces it becomes more like a monk, like a martyr, or the artist. Remember that Pluto is in Aquarius, and for the next 18 years or so, lots of technology will come up. It's more like defending the sacred for the moment. The transit makes people fiercely protective of the spiritual boundaries, their dreams, and maybe even the underdogs of the world. It's a period with channeling lots of anger. If you feel frustration, it won't come out a shout. It will come as a creative explosion or a sudden disappearing act. For many people, it's a slippery energy, hard to catch, hard to pin down. But of course, everybody will go through this period and learn lots of lessons. And I hope everything will go good on this planet. Only the best. Hope these words will help you. See you soon.